Nobody wants to feel chaotic. Nobody wants to feel as if they don't know what to do in any situation, whether it be enrollment, making decisions for curriculum, communicating. If staying consistent has been a struggle for you as you've began developing your micro school, building out your program, this can often feel as if you could be burning out. A lack of clarity about what systems you need, what processes you need, are very essential. No more feeling like you are reinventing the wheel every day. Today, I'll be sharing with you strategies and the systems to help you fight the common struggles as a micro school owner so that you can manage multiple responsibilities without feeling overwhelmed. Welcome, teacher friends, shining stars, visionary leaders. I'm so happy that you are with us. But I know that you may be feeling overwhelmed by the pressure of building your micro school. You may be staying up at night wondering how to juggle everything: the legal paperwork, student enrollment, marketing, finances, time, all while trying to create the best possible learning experience for your students. You're over there daydreaming about the amazing ideas that you have for your own school, your own way of teaching, creating a space where students thrive, where learning is exciting, and you have the freedom to do the things your way. But at the same time, you may be feeling the weight of the responsibilities of making it happen, wondering if it's even possible to turn that dream into a reality. Do you long for a clear path forward? I know you do. You don't want to figure it out all by yourself. If any of this sounds familiar, I've been there too. And that's why I created Micro School Masterminds, your go-to program for educators who are ready to refresh, revise, and relaunch their school or homeschool hybrid. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale, we have the tools, the strategies, and the support to help you every step of the way. Over the next 3 months, in Micro School Masterminds, we're diving into the Refresh, Revise, and Relaunch series, where we'll cover everything from legalities and time management to marketing, money, business systems, and operations so you can position your school for success in the new year. And guess what? It's the Giving Season Sales event. Right now, you can join Micro School Masterminds and get $40 off the monthly membership or nearly $500 off the yearly subscription. You'll gain access to video modules, templates, resources that you need to launch, grow, and scale your micro school with confidence, along with group coaching. Over the next 3 months, we are specifically focusing on how to grow, revise, refresh, and relaunch your school, your program, your offer for the upcoming year so that it's not too late to market and gain your student enrollment. If you're ready to stop daydreaming and start doing, head over to teacherslightyourlightshine.com/masterminds and join us today. Let's take those big ideas and turn them into something amazing. I'm going to start today's podcast episode off with discussing the season that we are in. So I live in Florida, Central Florida, about 20 minutes away from Orlando. It's relatively tropical here and warm, yet I am recording this podcast in my office at home with a mug of super hot tea to keep my hands warm. I've got a sweatshirt on, ear warmers, a hoodie, a sweatpant, extra socks, 2 blankets. I'm freezing. My house is not insulated very well. It takes all day long to warm it up to what we intend for it to be, and our thermostat was set at 73 because we're just cold-natured people. I don't know if that's warm to you or hot or cold, but I actually even kicked up the heater even more. For all of those who are facing the blizzard and the bitter cold, my heart goes out to you. I am from the Midwest. I do know what it's like to be in seasons of cold. so much cold. My parents lost their power this past week back in the Midwest. And I just know that it's just bitter. It's just bitter when you walk outside, and my heart goes out to you. My heart also goes out to those of you who are fighting the wildfires in California. Oh my gosh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. May God be with each and every person who is going through a season of hardship, whether it be through the cold or the fires. May God be with you. And I tell you, I know that it is definitely very overwhelming when you go from a season of calm and contained and organized to a season of feeling very overwhelmed. And I wanted to start this podcast off because as we move into what it actually looks like to keep your micro school organized, I want to share with you something that happened whenever we were facing a hurricane a few months ago here in Florida. You know, it's not necessarily a reoccurring multiple times a year that we have hurricanes where we live, and we are not even deeply impacted by hurricanes like most places are. We live more inland, and while we receive gusts and we receive power outages and maybe trees falling down, where we specifically live, I'm talking about my family, we don't have flooding, and we are relatively safe when it comes to any type of damage to our house. Praise God. However, every time a hurricane does come through, the preparation is so heavy. And if you do not have a system in place for these moments, it can feel as if you are reinventing the wheel all the time. So for an example, if we do not have containers for hurricane supplies, then when a hurricane is coming, like the rest of the world, we are out trying to find batteries and lanterns and flashlights and bug spray and ice packs and canned goods and board games. It feels very frantic. But if we continue to have buckets and places where we are keeping all of our hurricane prep supplies and we don't touch it until it's the hurricane prep season, then when that time comes, it feels less daunting. For an example, I even went this past year and said, okay, I did not stay up on a hurricane preparedness like I want to. I had supplies, we had enough, but it was kind of all put in pieces, like some in this closet, some in this closet, some out in the garage, some in the attic. I was like, no more. When it comes time to hurricane season, I want to go to the hurricane section of my garage and my closet, and I just want to pull it out and put it in our kitchen or our living room because they're relatively larger spaces. And when or if we need these supplies, we can just open it up and there it is. So I printed out a hurricane preparation list of everything that I had stored away for the hurricane and prepared for, so that not come October when the hurricanes start coming. Let's say August, September, it's like, hey, just in case a hurricane comes, are we stocked up on all these items so that I'm not frantic when this season rolls around? This brings me to what we're going to talk about today. Systems and organization so that it doesn't feel chaotic when you are managing multiple roles in your micro school, such as marketing, enrollment, academics, ordering or organizing curriculum. If we can have these grab and go containers or grab and go binders or grab and go printable list, what a difference it would make in our lives. I'm sure you did this when you were teaching in the classroom, like an emergency binder, a sub binder, a what to do if this happens document. The same holds true when we are running a micro school. But a lot of times it feels as if it's very hard to stop what we are doing to make these lists. And if you are managing multiple responsibilities, like communicating with families, can start to feel very overwhelming. And if you are not maintaining consistency, then you could end up burning out. And if you're not really sure of like, what do we do? Then this lack of clarity really creates a lack of confidence. And even if, because it always does, it changes every year, you learn more, you grow more, it's like, what more could I add to the system we already have? For an example, we had enough of our hurricane supply list, or hurricane supplies. But what do we add this year just to make it a little bit better? Same thing for those invisible workloads that you have when it comes to running your micro school. Trust me when I tell you that I understand that the struggle can be real, but you're definitely not alone, because every successful micro school or homeschool hybrid or any teacher, entrepreneur, any entrepreneur has faced these challenges. There's always a way through. Every small, intentional step can turn chaos into clarity. And let me repeat this. Every small, intentional step can turn chaos into clarity. I'll give you an example of a time that we have struggled in our school. Every year when it comes to launching a micro school, launching our school, like not launching it for the first time, but like relaunching. Every year you're going to launch, because every year you are starting from the groundwork and you are producing something new. Your micro school is not going to stay the same year after year. That's called stagnation. You're always going to be adding, adapting, taking away, enhancing. Hey, teacher friend. Before we dive back in today's episode, I have something so exciting to share with you. As a teacher or a homeschooling parent, an education entrepreneur who's been thinking about starting or growing a micro school, now is your time. I want to personally invite you to join Micro School Masterminds, a comprehensive program designed to help you launch, grow, and scale your micro school or homeschool hybrid. But you may be wondering, what exactly is Micro School Masterminds and who is it for? It's a step-by-step guide packed with all the tools, strategies, and community support you need to create a thriving micro school or homeschool hybrid. And whether you're just beginning or you're already running your own school, our program is tailored to meet your unique needs. When you hop into Micro School Masterminds, you'll automatically see our community, our chat. You can go into the teacher mailbox, which has brand new content every single month to watch, to download, to even be able to plug and play with our templates. We've got 10 modules where you can go at your own pace to learn so many incredible insights of what it's like from me, who has built this micro school over the past 5 years. And over the next 3 months in Micro School Masterminds, we're rolling out our Refresh, Revise, and Relaunch series, a focused plan to help you prepare for a successful relaunch of your school or program in the new year. We'll be covering critical areas like how to handle the legal aspects of running your school so you can be compliant and confident, time management tips to help you balance your work, your life, your flowing from running and thriving and learning environment, marketing strategies to ensure that you are filling those seats with the right students, a plan of action on how you're going to review your finances, analyze what's working, what you need to do in order to make it better, money management tools to help you create a sustainable growth and profitable business. Plus, we're going to dive into business systems and operations. They're going to help you streamline your day-to-day and ensure your micro school runs like a well-oiled machine over the next several months when we are balancing all of the holidays and must-dos in our micro school. And here's the best part. It's the Giving Season Sales Event, which means you can join Micro School Masterminds at a discounted rate. Right now, you can get $40 off the monthly subscription or save nearly $500 off the yearly membership. That's an incredible value for everything that's included. Our video modules, templates, resources, live group coaching, brand new content every month that's going to help guide you through every step of your micro school journey. By joining now, you'll have everything you need to confidently relaunch your micro school in the new year with a solid foundation in place. But what if you don't have a micro school yet? Get in and learn from people who have been doing it and are doing it right now. You are going to become so much more advanced. Our members are thriving, and I want to see you thrive too. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds and sign up today. Over the holidays, we can be together. This is your chance to step into your calling, prepare for your year ahead, and take advantage of our giving season sales event. I can't wait to see you inside Microschool Masterminds. teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds. So the first 3 years, I'm like, okay, what did I do? Okay, yeah, I updated my introductory packet. And then the next year I was like, oh, but I also need to update my website. Oh, but I also need to update our Google My Business. Oh, I forgot. I need to update our Facebook page. Oh, we need to print out new introductory packets. Oh, we need to make sure that we schedule the open houses. Oh, when we schedule the open houses, what are we going to actually have for our open houses? And every year, while everything has maintained the basics, we have added and enhanced over and over and over again. Now, last week, we just had our live group coaching for Microschool Masterminds where we went over the launch checklist and we went through. There are so many components of launching your microschool. Whatever you can do, trust me, you can't get it wrong. But I'm giving you like a high level. Whether you're in year 1 or going into year 6, you can make way with this checklist, literally. And it's not too late. If you missed our live group coaching, if you're not a part of Microschool Masterminds, you can still sign up. We still have the introductory price going, and you can cancel at any time. You can watch all of our past Zoom meetings. You can go in to all of the Microschool modules. We have 10 modules. It's grab and go, watch what you want, download the templates, download the resources, download all of the scripts, download the budget, download the planners, download the planning guides, download the curriculum ideas. All of it is easily accessible. Plus, you've got your online community where you can ask me questions directly and others who are right where you are, along with our live group coaching sessions. So Microschool Masterminds, we just did the launch checklist, and it's a game changer. This checklist we use over and over and over every year, and we just continue to enhance it. So next year, I'll take this launch checklist and I'll be like, okay, what worked well? What do we need to change? What could we do differently? What do we want to add this year? But at least it is there. So we've really turned it around by implementing a system. There are so many positive outcomes by having this checklist. It's reduced stress. It's allowed me to delegate, to find more people to help with launching every single year instead of me doing it by myself. It's given me more time for creativity. It's given such clear communication for students and families who are enrolling, and better experiences for the students and the families. So the good news is, no matter what system you want to implement into your microschool, you don't have to figure this out alone. We've outlined the key systems that every microschool needs, and we made it very simple to get started. We actually created a free resource for you. It's called Types of Systems in a Microschool. If you're already on our email list, it was delivered to you last Thursday in your inbox. So you can look on January 9th, go back to your inbox. If you're on our email list, it says Types of Systems in your Microschool. You can just go ahead and download it. If you're not on our email list, we send out weekly emails with free resources and links to listen to our podcast. So you can go to teachersletyourlightshine.com/resources. You can look at any of our free resources, and once you click on the one that you want, you enter in your email address, it will be delivered to your inbox. You will be on our email list, and you will get the free resources sent every 2 weeks. Let's talk about the breakdown and the types of systems in a microschool. Now, these are not limited to, and this is not a full-on robust list that I'm going to give to you in this podcast. I definitely recommend that you go and download the free resource. One system is enrollment and onboarding. What does it look like before your student enrolls during enrollment, and after enrollment. That is a very important system for you to have in place. Now, if you have students in multiple programs for your microschool, be thinking about what this looks like for that particular student. Let me give you an example. We have a Monday through Wednesday academics. The onboarding before and during is pretty much the same, but the after enrollment is different. Our students get a few different materials than our students who only come on Thursdays and Fridays for enrichment. As a matter of fact, actually, the during part of enrollment is different because we order different materials. And actually, the before part is even different because the tour dates are different. If we're going to tour a family who wants to come for our academic days, we're going to tour them on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. As opposed to a Thursday, Friday student who only wants to come for enrichment, we're going to tour them on Thursday and Friday so they can actually see what it is that they are signing up for. Another type of system that you would have is curriculum planning. Woo, baby. This is a big one. The systems for curriculum are huge. It is the offer that you give to your students. So with that being said, if you are finding that curriculum planning becomes very inundated over and over, and you're like, okay, now what did we do last time? What did we do last quarter? What did we do last year? How did we create this? How often is it updated? Creating a system like a process, a plan, is very, very advantageous. Another type of system could be your financial management. What do you do every week? What do you do every month? What do you do once a quarter? Because it's really difficult to plan these things on a calendar because you don't know how long it may take you and you don't know the frequency. So that is another type of system to plan for. How about communication with your staff? So every Wednesday, I send out a staff email, but we also have meetings every week and we have agendas. So I have to make sure that I have a very organized system, one that I can rinse and repeat every single week that everyone can be looking forward to. Same thing with the parents. They receive an email for our enrichment on Wednesdays, and they receive a weekly wrap-up email on Fridays. In addition, our teachers send out a weekly wrap-up on Wednesdays for our students who come on our academic days. That is a system. You also will find yourself needing a system for classroom organization or curriculum ordering. Or what about just maintaining your facility? Even when we were at my house, we had a cleaning system at the end of every day. And it's very important that no matter what system you have, anybody who is participating in this system, they need the protocols. They need the processes. So whenever we had school in my house, whatever job the students would have at the end of the day for cleaning the house, it was written out. If you were the trash collector, you had a piece of paper that was laminated of all of the places that you needed to go and collect the trash and what you would do if the trash can was not fully loaded with trash, how you were to collect it and where you were to put it, and where the extra trash bags were if you replaced the trash bag. Same thing with the people who cleaned the bathroom at my house, those who help to pass out papers at the end of the day. You know the drill. You give little jobs to your students, right? Well, now think of it if you are in a larger facility. Does everyone understand what it looks like to maintain the facility in an organized way? What happens whenever you, like my husband today, he went to a preschool that was selling a ton of items because they were going out of business. He literally drove home and said, OMG, where am I going to put all of this stuff? And I said, Corey is in charge of our facility at the church where we host our microschool. And I said, give it to Corey. He will help us to organize. But we get donations all the time. And teachers, they need to know what the new materials are, where they go to find it, and we need to make sure that it's labeled. We also need to have a system for cleaning out all of the things that we no longer use and where we get rid of them. But where's the place? Where's the space? If people utilize these resources, when do they put it back? How do they put it back? How do we know that they used it and where it's at? In case I go to look for all the pipe cleaner, but the Friday enrichment teacher had all the pipe cleaner, but she kept it in the classroom and she didn't return it back. Now we've got a pipe cleaner problem. You get the drift. So although it may seem a little mundane to write all of this out, it's so critical. My husband knew that this was going to be a little bit of a challenge because he knew that some of these materials could be utilized right away, while other materials need to be stored for a later date. And so with that, we have to come back together and say, okay, where are we going to put this and how can we create an inventory of all of our new items? That is a type of system that I am talking about. And maybe you're going, whoa, this is a little bit over my head. That's okay. It's something for you to think about in the future because honestly, organization is key. Organization is key. A lot of people say that I'm very organized. And while I agree that I am organized, I also have a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on, just like you. So sometimes it may appear that I'm organized, but at other times it's like, I cannot remember what I'm supposed to do. And if it wasn't for these types of systems and processes, I would probably feel a lot more overwhelmed, a lot more than what I would need to. So I hope that this message really helped you to know that if you're feeling overwhelmed or chaotic, it's probably time to do a little bit of an inventory on what type of system you have and where is it? Is it all in Google Drive and nobody else can see it? Is it time to print it out, give everybody a copy, put it in a binder? Is it time to just make it? Is it time to start making the list? Is it time to make the list and give it to somebody else to print up and to type up? Definitely head on over to teachersletyourlightshine.com/systems. You can download your freebie there. If you're already on the email list, don't worry, you're not going to get over-spammed or anything of that nature. We don't spam anybody. We don't give out your email address. These systems are yours to keep. Head on over to teachersletyourlightshine.com/systems. And if you're ready to learn even more about all of these systems, join us in Microschool Masterminds at any time. That's teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds. Welcome, teacher friends, shining stars, visionary leaders. I'm so happy that you are with us. But I know that you may be feeling overwhelmed by the pressure of building your micro school. You may be staying up at night wondering how to juggle everything: the legal paperwork, student enrollment, marketing, finances, time, all while trying to create the best possible learning experience for your students. You're over there daydreaming about the amazing ideas that you have for your own school, your own way of teaching, creating a space where students thrive, where learning is exciting, and you have the freedom to do the things your way. But at the same time, you may be feeling the weight of the responsibilities of making it happen, wondering if it's even possible to turn that dream into a reality. Do you long for a clear path forward? I know you do. You don't want to figure it out all by yourself. If any of this sounds familiar, I've been there too. And that's why I created Microschool Masterminds, your go-to program for educators who are ready to refresh, revise, and relaunch their school or homeschool hybrid. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale, we have the tools, the strategies, and the support to help you every step of the way. Over the next 3 months, in Microschool Masterminds, we're diving into the Refresh, Revise, and Relaunch series, where we'll cover everything from legalities and time management to marketing, money, business systems, and operations so you can position your school for success in the new year. And guess what? It's the Giving Season Sales event. Right now, you can join Microschool Masterminds and get $40 off the monthly membership or nearly $500 off the yearly subscription. You'll gain access to video modules, templates, resources that you need to launch, grow, and scale your micro school with confidence, along with group coaching. Over the next 3 months, we are specifically focusing on how to grow, revise, refresh, and relaunch your school, your program, your offer for the upcoming year so that it's not too late to market and gain your student enrollment. If you're ready to stop daydreaming and start doing, head over to teacherslightyourlightshine.com/masterminds and join us today. Let's take those big ideas and turn them into something amazing.